Good morning from Steph's Kitchen Adventures. So we've got breakfast prep and also lunchbox prep. I've got a wooden chopping board here with some ingredients on it, some carrots, some chopped fennel, a little bit of chopped wild garlic I discovered at the weekend locally, some chopped little tomatoes and some cucumber. So they're going to come into their own shortly. Meanwhile, overnight I've been soaking some oats with chia seeds, linseeds, sunflower and pumpkin seeds, also one chopped date, some peanut butter, some maple syrup, little maple syrup and desiccated coconut in some yogurt and water. Soak those overnight. I've got enough for breakfast and also for a mid-morning snack. I'm going to add to these bowls some banana. I've chopped some banana here. I'm just going to add some banana on there. And also in my little mid-morning snack container. And put that on one side. I've opened a tin of peaches, tinned peaches in fruit juice. Not something I often use, but I thought I'd go for it this time just to add a bit of extra interest to my breakfast bowl. Slippery little things they are. I'm just going to chop some peach into my bowl there and also into my snack box. And as they're so slippery, I'm probably going to cut those up a little off camera, some of them, because it may take a while. I'm just going to add a little fruit juice to my box, a little fruit juice to my bowl because the mixture from overnight soaking is a little stiff. The chia seeds tend to bulk things up and make them more solid, so that will help open that up. So back to a lunchbox, and we've got an empty lunchbox here. I'm going to add some leaves to start with. I've got a bag of rocket and baby leaf here, just for convenience. I'm going to use my scissors to cut those up a little, just to make them easier to eat with my fork at lunchtime. Put those in there. And I'm going to add some cucumber to this. Got a nice sort of cucumber here. My lovely greens and some grated carrot. That's going to go in there. And some of that chopped fennel and a little bit of the wild garlic I picked in Boscombe at the weekend. There used to be absolutely loads of wild garlic up near the Jubilee Lake at Wootton Bassett. There probably still is. The smell was amazing and the lovely white flowers are beautiful. So how am I going to do this? Put a bit more in there. Let's put all of the tomato and all of this fennel in. I've got a little bit more for tomorrow. And that's that. Put that board on one side for the moment. I'm going to add my protein. And my protein is the other half of the cooked piece of salmon, which I made at the weekend. I've got some lovely salmon skin, which I'm not afraid of. I'm going to add that in there. And then I'm going to just flake in the salmon so that it's in convenient pieces. Again, as I said yesterday, don't buy cooked salmon. Buy salmon you can cook. You can keep it in the freezer. If you can afford to, get a larger piece, chop it up and put it in the freezer and then just take it out. I know, Mum, you do this, so I know you'll be watching, so you are a trailblazer with your pieces of salmon and chicken in the freezer, which is a great thing to do. Then you've got things just ready to go and cook when you need them. I'm going to add to this some roasted pepper and fennel, which I prepared the other day. There's some pine nuts in this as well, and some lovely olive oil and some oregano, which I sprinkled on before I roasted them. I've got a little bit of roasted tomato too. The lunchbox is getting quite full now. I'm going to drizzle on a little olive oil from my roasted veg bowl and then put that on one side. Then I've got some tub guacamole and some tub hummus. don't often use tubs. I try and make my own hummus and my own feta mole, which is feta and limes and avocados. But I'm not sure how the lid's going to go on, but we'll sort that when we get there. I've got some more guacamole I'm going to add here. So that is just there. And it's just going to be a case of just smushing everything in the box so I can get the lid on. It will all sort. And I'm not too worried about squashing things down. That's all going to act as a lovely dressing for my super chopped and grated vegetables. And that is about it. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to that before I put the lid on. And that is ready to go. We're doing pretty well here. I've got my breakfast bowl, I've got my mid-morning snack, I've got my lunchbox. I'm going to, as a last thing, when I've got my hands a bit less sticky, add some of my lovely broccoli sprouts to my lunchbox. Just see if they'll come off there. I try and lift them so I can just take them straight onto my salad or whatever I'm putting them on top of. My broccoli seeds are a little past their best, so I'm just seeing what I can get out of them in the sprouting tray, and they are such good little things, such little powerhouses. And I've just thought I'm going to give a little message at the end of some of my kitchen adventures now, which is linked to my other interest, which is astrology. And just to say that Mercury is now going forward properly, so properly in direct motion. So whatever you want to do in terms of email, telephone, short journeys, sorting communications out, today's the day and the next couple of days to just move forward and sort out all of those communications things that have been held up in the last 3 weeks. So it's a good time. It's always a good day, and today is a good day to move forward and eat good food. So thanks for joining me, and lots of love. Have a brilliant day.